My name is Gifty Jenfi and this is Newsbreak at 10. Good morning and welcome. Note that this bulletin is also live on DSTV channel 277. Coming up in the next 30 minutes, President John Dramani Mahama donates 300,000 cedis to the National Cardiothoracic Center at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital to support the center's operations. Nurses at the Accra Psychiatric Hospital threaten to lay down their tools by Monday, October 31, over government's failure to provide the facility with basic logistics. Coming up in business news, Executive Vice Chairman of Vanguard Assurance Company Limited says the company will continue to offer world-class services to its clients and make claims payment their utmost priority. And 60 cadets have been killed in Pakistan by militants. All these and more coming up shortly. Please stay. Let's take the news now in detail. President John Dramani Mahama has donated an amount of 300,000 cedis to the National Cardiothoracic Center at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital to support the center's operations, especially to the needy and vulnerable. The amount comes from donations from well-wishers and sympathizers who attended the president's mother's funeral. Frank Nyonato filed this report.
Family of President John Dramani Mahama made good their promise of donating monies realized from their mother's funeral to the Cardiothoracic Center on Monday. In a brief statement before presenting a check of 300,000 Ghana cedis to the director of the Cardiothoracic Center, President Mahama stated that as a critical center for heart surgery, it is important that the center is supported.
On the occasion of the funeral, we did announce that funeral contributions made in respect of her funeral would be donated to the National Cardiothoracic Center. The National Cardiothoracic Center has been a lifeline to many of our citizens suffering heart ailments. We received a total donation of 280,000 cedis, and UT Bank, I want to thank them, topped it up and rounded it up at 300,000 Ghana cedis. And so, on behalf of the family assembled here behind me, we want to present a check.
Director of the Cardiothoracic Center at Kolebu thanked President Mahama's family for selecting their center to support in its operation.
Heart diseases, especially in children, is common, and unless you have somebody close to you who has one, you would think that it's not there. I can tell you that 1 out of every 100 children that are born will suffer from a whole heart condition. And if you look at the population of Ghana, we expect that from this incident, at least 7,000 children in Ghana are born with a hole in heart. Half of these will not see their first birthday without any intervention.
Dr. Lawrence Serebo used the occasion to suggest the construction of a second cardiothoracic center in the northern region.
We hope that more centers like the National Cardiothoracic Center can be established. We urgently need one in the northern part of the country. Even the one we have now, we've outgrown the blood supply. It's become too small for the numerous patients that we have.
Frank Nyonato, Metro News, Accra. President.
Away from that, traditional authorities in the country have been urged to partner the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development in its monthly National Sanitation Day cleanup exercise to ensure a more improved public health for all. According to the First Lady, Lordina Dramani Mahama, the surest way to get everybody involved in ensuring clean environment and healthy living is through regular community cleanup events. The First Lady gave the advice when the Lordina Foundation presented medical items to the Takwa Insuayim Municipal Hospital.
Takwa in Soyum Municipal District is well noted for its mining activities and a major contributor to Ghana's economy. Annually, some 24 tons of gold is produced from Takwa and its environs. Takwa's gold production adds to the nearly 100 tons of gold produced in the country. Aware of this economic viability, the Lodina Foundation and efforts to improve the healthcare needs of the people of Takwa in Soyum donated medical supplies to the district hospital in that town. Welcoming the First Lady to Takwa in Soyum, the Omanhene appealed for the establishment of a technical training center to train the youth in the area.
Sisi aya mofra why exam say we no be school akono. Aya na admission no aya ahmete kakra. Yes say ya yanente say we be secondary school ha adamaye. And now we are going to radio so. Na secondary school no. Nana akoja wama asase kasia pa obetum why secondary school no na wa bia mu krada university.
And so I am fan kan cham na man kan chef First Lady there. En zama orchichan man ka jibimbra one. Ba metima nyobo wi no Messi onya fere enti oda meji biba ebi ena mo parliament amro kwa akoye emampuntu akansaye manina.
Taking a turn to address the people of Takwa in Soyum, First Lady Lodina Mahama noted the importance of preventive methods of promoting public health instead of curative.
In recent years, government has made massive investment in the healthcare sector. This has involved expansion of health facilities, provision of new equipment to health facilities across the country, construction of new regional and district hospitals, polyclinics, health centers, and provision of cheap compounds in rural areas of Ghana. This has enhanced healthcare delivery and has improved significantly Ghana's human development indicators, placing Ghana only second to Cape Verde in West Africa.
First Lady used the encounter to thank the Lodina Foundation's partners, including Meshare USA and other sponsors, for their efforts in procuring medical supplies and equipment to support health facilities nationwide. From the Western Region for Metro News, Frank Nyonato.
Away from that, Member of Parliament for Menchia South constituency, Matthew Opoku Prempeh, has criticized President John Dramani Mahama for challenging Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to a debate. According to him, the move is simply a desperate attempt by the president to redeem his dwindling image. He made these remarks at a leadership forum here in Accra.
President Mahama, of all people, will want to get onto a stage with somebody who has not been president before. I heard him loud and clear that he said you cannot even criticize him if you have not been president. I think it is not very different from his rejection of the debate, because he didn't think that he has an equal. After all, he had printed his green book, he has gone on the Accounting the People tour, he says his infrastructure will reveal what he has done. So why now? Why the U-turn? See, that is one thing I didn't discuss here. Counterfeit leadership. Somebody who refuses to confront the reality. He says Ghana is all hunky-dory. The vision, Ghana is well, people are okay, there is no problem. That's what he says. So why does he want a debate? Let the people then go and decide. Somebody who in a formal authority, but not a leader. Because look at what he said, and look at the U-turns he's making. If the U-turn the president is making, maybe their vote is going down to 500,000.
Well, presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has ended his 4-day campaign tour of the Ashanti region with a strong indication of his commitment to manage the resources of the country for the benefit of all Ghanaians, irrespective of their location.
The 4-day Ashanti regional tour blackberry of the NPP, Nana Akufo-Addo and his entourage took him to about 10 constituencies, of which include Old Tafo, Atriman Webieja, Kwabri East, Sokoban Wood Village, Asokwa and Bosome Freho. Nana Addo asked supporters of the party not to vote for some aggrieved NPP members who are going independent. He said the NPP is the only party that can manage the resources of the country to benefit all Ghanaians. He stated that the next NPP government under his leadership will establish a handicrafts and kente weaving industries at Kwabri East for the thriving kente and handicrafts business in the constituency. Nana Addo also reiterated his resolve to give every constituency $1 million for development under his government.
The Premier said, I'm the Premier. The person more boame, more piejame, now the economic contract. Every constituency in Ghana, directly from the central budget, $1 million equivalent.
The flag bearer also introduced the parliamentary candidates for the various constituencies and asked the constituents to give them their votes and also vote for him to be the next president of the country. Nana Addo also visited the Sokoban Wood Village, where he promised to complete the wood village started by President Kufuor and also supports the wood industry to thrive by ensuring that all government wood contracts are given to artisans at the wood village.
You're still watching Newsbreak with me, Gefty Genfi. More stories ahead, please stay. Welcome back to Newsbreak. It's live on DSTV channel 277. In some more local news, nurses at the Accra Psychiatric Hospital have threatened to lay down their tools by Monday, October 31, over government's failure to provide the facility with basic logistics to facilitate their work effectively. This was disclosed by the chairperson of the Psychiatric Nurses Group, Jamila Hussein, in an interview with Metro News.
Last month, the Accra Psychiatric Hospital closed down its OPD over lack of supply of medication and toiletries. It, however, reopened the OPD following an intervention by the Mental Health Authority. The woes of the hospital are far from over, as the facility lacks basic logistics, including stationery, disinfectants and medication for patients, impeding effective healthcare delivery. Staff of the facility are, however, threatening to embark on an indefinite strike if these concerns are not addressed.
Patients are attacking either patient or staff. That is the situation now. Those who are getting better and are almost about to be discharged home are relapsing. They are going back to their old state, becoming aggressive.
Chairperson of the Psychiatric Nurses Group, Jamila Hussein, stated that they have been in constant talks with government and the Mental Health Authority for the past 2 years, but nothing has been done about it.
We are demanding for them. We need them now to work with. Else we can't work on the patient. If we don't hear anything from the various authorities, those who are supposed to supply us the things we need to work with, if we don't hear from them till next week Monday, we'll be embarking on strike.
Nurses at the facility say they live in constant fear of attacks by patients and are therefore calling on government to, as a matter of urgency, address these concerns. Lily Muhammad for Metro TV News, Accra.
Moving on, some Muslim youths across the country have converged in Accra to devise ways to improve their communities and correct negative perceptions of their religion, especially as terrorism is on the rise. At a 2-day capacity building conference organized by think tank Baraka Policy Institute, the CEO of Stanbic Bank, Al-Hassan Andani, cautioned the youth, especially those who belong to the Islamic faith, to engage in positive acts that will uplift the image of their religion.
The current situation of recruitment of Ghanaian Muslim youth into extremist groups such as the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS, has been described by think tank Bakara Policy Institute as worrying and regrettable. The problem they attribute to the lack of capacity building and counseling opportunities for these young people. In view of this, the Bakara Policy Institute organized a conference to equip some Muslim youth with leadership skills, community development strategies, and knowledge on peace building from the Islamic perspective. At the closing event held at the Institute of Local Government Studies in Accra, the CEO of Stanbic Bank and board chairman of Bakara Policy Institute implored policymakers not to turn a blind eye to the needs of the Muslim youth.
We need a lot more help. We need direction. You know, we need some kind of mentoring and coaching. We need a policy that is consistent and is helping us out of our current predicament.
He also pressed that the youth be more driven towards acts that would develop their society and project a positive outlook of Islam.
The ethos of selfless leadership is embedded in our religion, and that's what we should step up and do. Let us be more confident, let us be more purposeful, let us kind of align to, you know, the positive things that our religion preaches.
A participant says she now has a new lease on life.
Being a participant, I've been able to achieve a whole lot of things from this, because at first I couldn't stand in public to talk, but I see myself a potential person, a speaker, a potential good speaker.
Participants are expected to replicate the training in their various communities.
Now, Vanguard Assurance is promising world-class services to its clients. We'll be telling you more about that in business news after this break. Please stay. Hello again. In business news this morning, Executive Vice Chairman of the 2016 Hall of Fame Insurance Company of the Year, Vanguard Assurance Company Limited, says the company will continue to offer world-class services to its clients and make claims payment their utmost priority. Dr. Gideon Amenyedo was speaking to my colleague Sharif Apia.
Vanguard Assurance, the first private indigenous insurance company in Ghana, offers financial security through innovative insurance solutions to its clients. The company, in recognition of its contribution to the development and operations of insurance services in the country, was awarded the 2016 Hall of Fame Insurance Company of the Year. Executive Chairman, Vanguard Assurance Company Limited, Dr. Gideon Amenyedo, explains the reasons for the continuous success of the company.
We are very close to our customers. We don't wait until renewal before we rush to them. We try to find out what is little changes that they require us to do, so as retailer the offerings to make them happy, and we do that. And also we go ahead and innovate and find out what better ways, processes can we look at to make sure that insurance really satisfy our customers.
He debunked the assertion that insurance is a risky venture and urged the public to secure their future through insurance.
Over the years, the regulator has lived up to expectations, where if an insurance company does not pay claims which is supposed to pay, the regulator will call you up for questioning. So, and also secondly, the competition in the market has reached a point where claim payment itself is a tool for marketing. So those two forces have made claim payment now differently than it used to be.
He also invited the general public to try the services of Vanguard Assurance Company Limited.
Vanguard has introduced what we call protected no claim discount, where for an additional fee, we only reach the maximum like 50%. We pay that premium, and if, let's say, you have an accident for the next 3 times, your discount still stay at that level. It's something which in the developed countries, and it's not there, it's not here. So Vanguard, one of the things that we do is to think globally and act locally.
Vanguard Assurance Company Limited was adjudged CIMG Hall of Fame Insurer in 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, and 2016.
Still in business news, the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, led by its commissioner, has signed a memorandum of understanding with its counterpart in America, the United States Department of Homeland Security, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, to facilitate the exchange of customs expertise and protection of both borders.
The Ghana Revenue Authority, with its Customs Division particularly, and the United States Department of Homeland Security, U.S. Security and Border Protection, have had a long-standing relationship. Both entities have over the years exchanged critical intelligence and logistical support as part of the global effort to stem the ever-increasing menace of International Narcotic Drugs Trade and Trafficking. Last year, the U.S. supported a training program for agencies implementing the new International Border Management System in a bid to enhance international collaboration for the facilitation of the supply chain, easier investment procedures, and a congenial atmosphere for international trade, particularly for Ghana. Both countries on Monday signed a new memorandum of understanding to facilitate the exchange of expertise in human and narcotic trafficking.
On the back of such mutually beneficial relationships, it becomes more enriching for the customs administration of the two countries to concretize their efforts. Hence today's signing ceremony of a memorandum of understanding that principally commits the two parties to share customs expertise in the following areas. 1. Narcotics trafficking. 2. Human trafficking. 3. Smuggling of hazardous materials. 4. Capacity building and technical assistance.
For instance, an area that we have responsibility in the United States, which is border security, and an integrated border management team. And we're going to provide technical assistance, capacity building, some of the lessons that we have learned, and some of our best practices in this important joint cooperation. And we expect to deploy an advisor to be able to assist in many of these areas. It's been a strong, positive, cooperative relationship between our two organizations.
Effective sustenance of this MOU is expected to improve revenue mobilization and secure borders.
Good morning, I'm Michael Kofiodro here with your mid-morning sports update. Coach of the National Under-17 team, Pakwesi Fabin, is hopeful of returning the Starlets to the FIFA Under-17 World Cup despite drawing tough opponents Egypt, Cameroon and host nation Madagascar for the African Under-17 Championship. Here's a Metro Sports report focusing on the draw for the African Juvenile Championship.
The Black Starlets have drawn in Group A of the 12th edition of the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations with Guinea and Cameroon as well as host nation Madagascar at the draw held earlier today. Group B has Mali, Congo and Angola and Niger, and all countries are expected to battle it out for qualification at least to the semi-finals of the tournament. The Starlets have won the Under-17 Championship twice, but their last participation in 2013 in Morocco was an abysmal one, as the Starlets lost 6-1 to the Golden Eaglets of Nigeria and drew twice against Congo and La Côte d'Ivoire. The Starlets were disqualified from the tournament in Niger last year after medical tests provided by the African Confederation after their first leg playoff victory against Cameroon found that one of the players failed the MRI test. But after beating Francophone neighbors Burkina Faso and La Côte d'Ivoire, Coach Pakwesi Fabian's charges will not only be looking forward to making its number 3 in titles, but to also secure one of the 4 tickets to the Under-17 FIFA World Cup in India next year. The final tournament will be held from the 2nd of April to the 16th in Madagascar.
Okay, so a confirmation of the draw for the African Under-17 Championship there on your screens. Group A has host nation Madagascar, Guinea, Cameroon and Ghana, and Group B has Mali, Congo, Angola and Niger. The Black Starlets missed the last edition of the championship after we were disqualified for fielding an unqualified player. The Starlets are two-time winners of the African Championship in 1995 and 1999, and the World Championship, we won it in 1991 and 1995. Away from that, Atletico Madrid have dominated the La Liga awards night after striker Antoine Griezmann won the La Liga Player of the Year, with coach Diego Simeone winning Manager of the Year award.
The 2015-16 awards ceremony was held on Monday evening as the best of the best from the Spanish league were honored. Atletico Madrid were the big winners on the night, following a deep Champions League run and contesting the La Liga title until the last few weeks of the season. Goalkeeper Jan Oblak got the ball rolling with his award, while Diego Godin held off the likes of Sergio Ramos to win Defender of the Season. Continuing the Atletico theme, coach Diego Simeone was awarded Best La Liga Tactician, with his side conceding just 18 goals in last season's championship. Real Madrid and Barcelona were not without representation, as Luka Modric was awarded Midfielder of the Year, while the absent duo of Luis Suarez and Lionel Messi were awarded La Liga World Player of the Year and Best Striker respectively. But it was Atletico again who shone brightest, as Antoine Griezmann was voted fan favourite and also took the overall best player in La Liga throughout 2015-16. The Frenchman's influence felt, with 22 goals and 5 assists during the domestic competition.
It's interesting how Antoine Griezmann beat the likes of Luis Suarez, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo to win the La Liga Player of the Year. Some say it is an award for La Liga and not for European competitions. That does it for sports this hour. Michael Kofiodio. The international news is next with Gifty Jemfi.
Thank you very much, Michael, for the sports updates. And in international news this morning, Pakistani officials say at least 60 people have been killed in an attack on a police training center in the city of Quetta in the Balochistan province. The announcement on Tuesday came at the end of a military counter-operations. Officials said about 200 trainees were stationed at the facility when the attack occurred late on Monday, and some were taken hostage during the attack, which lasted 5 hours. Most of the dead were police cadets. Right, so this is where we end Newsbreak at 10. We came your way live from our studios here at Laboni and live on DSTV channel 277. Thanks for watching. My name is Gifty Jemfi. Have a good morning.